What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Zisha here. Thank you guys for tuning in. First off, thank you guys so much for 5,000 subscribers. This is gonna be the first video of 5,000. Let's go. And I'm trying to talk really fast because I gotta get this video out quickly, and I don't want to have to upload it like 12 a.m. or something like that. But anyways, I'm gonna be doing a different system for my videos because I want to get you guys more involved. So what I'm gonna do is every single time I have a video, I'm gonna be screenshotting a comment and I'm gonna be posting it basically to give a shout out on the person. And how it's gonna work is for every video, I'm probably gonna ask a question or like a funny question. Whoever comments the funniest or best thing in the context of the question, I'll look at the comments and then I'll screenshot it, and then you get a chance to get a shout out in the next video. I'll put a screenshot probably at the beginning or the end of the video. So that's what we're gonna be doing. But anyways, as you read the title, I'm gonna be doing the 5 things that I really need and want in Titan Warfare. And I had to give this one some thought. I'm not gonna lie, the 5th one that I'm gonna do is gonna be a little bit controversial, but I'm gonna explain it as best as I can so that way people don't get pissed immediately. So for the first one, Flock. Now look, I didn't like Flock immediately at first. Like, I don't think anyone liked Flock in Attack on Titan at first because, like, bro, he's kind of annoying. Season 3 he was talking about trash to Armin, but like low-key, let's be real, he was speaking facts. He was right. Like, Armin shouldn't have gotten the serum. He shouldn't have. It should have been Armin. And if you're watching season 4, I think it's even more apparent that Armin's character is kind of regressed. He's kind of an L right now. Flock, I think I've seen a lot of people talk about him in the Discord. There's been suggestions to have him. I'm probably gonna put a screenshot up on the video of someone that did a suggestion. So shout out to that person because I don't want to like steal their idea. But I'm just gonna go off memory of what I saw. And basically, it was like an Eldian hero. He can switch between. He has a pistol, and he can basically switch between his pistols, and he can switch between the thunder spears. And his ability is kind of to be able to be like give your heart's ability, and basically it boosts Eldians, and I think it also makes Eldians be able to cut tendons easier or something like that. I'd have to look again on the Discord, but again, I'm gonna pop it up on the screen for a couple of seconds. But it was a really cool hero idea, and I think after I saw that one episode of him basically versus everyone, I was like, yo, look, he's annoying, but he is cold. You can't lie. He was going against Jaw Titan, he was going against Peak, he was going against Mikasa, John, Connie, he was going against literally everyone, Reiner, Annie. And like, you know, somehow Gabi shot him, and Gabi does not miss, bro. She got aimbot. But yeah, that's number 1. So let me move on to number 2, and this is gonna be one that I think everyone's gonna like a lot. Shifter and hero skins. And if you might ask, what do I mean by shifter and hero skins? So basically, this is kind of just like more cosmetic. Maybe you could have them do some little cool like effects, but the actual shifter themselves can have skins. So for example, we'll take Eren, right? Wouldn't it be cool if like Eren's character himself, like the actual character, not his Titan, right? You could have Hobo Eren as a skin, and maybe when he shifts, instead of like biting his hand, he just like holds up his hand or something like that, and his eyes like glow green or something like that. Like when he messed up Liberia, which I do support because I don't mess with Marlins. Not sorry, I don't mess with Marlins. I just don't. But that would be a really cool skin. Reiner could have a scout skin. Who else? Laura Tiber has no drip, so you don't need anything. I don't know. It doesn't have to be necessarily canon skins. You can kind of just like make their own. Similar to how they make their own skins for the actual Titans in the game. But I think it'd be really cool if they did that. I'm trying to remember if there's any other Titan that has like an actual skin other than Eren. Because Eren's always had drip. He's got the scout looking armor, or he's got the scout clothing. He's got his season 4 clothing, which he has already as the default thing. And then he could have the hobo one with his injuries, and you know, when he shifts, like I said, it would be cool. Maybe his leg could regenerate or something like that. That would be really cool. So that's it for number 2. Number 3. This one is I really want this badly, and I'm gonna be going off of memory of another one that I saw for a suggestion, and I'm gonna probably put it on the screen, and I'm also gonna be implementing on my own ideas. So season 4 Eren attack time. I think right now a lot of people in Titan Warfare are kind of starting to really get their bearings and starting to level up really quickly, right? Like I'm like level 50 because I'm a sweat low-key. So I think it'd be cool if they added the season 4 Eren that already ate the Warhammer Titan as maybe like a level 50-60 Titan. And his moves, so off rip, first off, change the design because, you know, he has the longer hair, the pointier ears. I think that design looks way cooler. And then you could basically make it so that way by default he already has like the hardening gauntlets on, which goes down to like his wrist area. That could do like 1.2 times more damage. This is something that I saw in the Discord for someone else that said that. He could also have, you know, his basic roar uppercut. Maybe the uppercut could do a little bit more damage or a little bit less damage. And then he could have a move that's similar to Warhammer's Impale, but it's a little bit different because instead of it just being 2 impales, it's like an area attack that does multiple spikes that go on their feet. So like, let's say there's like abnormals. Let's say there's like 2 abnormals and there's 2 other shifters that are fighting season 4 Eren. If he does that move, it's gonna hit all of them. I think that'd be really dope. And then I think this person said that they had something about like a leg sweep move, and then they also had like the little, like when he put Reiner in that like little lock in season 2, because you know this is a veteran Eren, he's more experienced now and he knows how to fight better. So I think it'd be really dope and give people more endgame content, because look, I'm trying to mess people up with Attack Titan. People need to stop sleeping on Attack Titan. I think he's an A-tier Titan in the game. And lastly, one thing that I think would be really cool if they did this. So obviously he's gonna have his basic 2 ejects, because that's what every Titan has except for Colossal. One of those ejects, if you choose, when someone punches you or something like that and you press the eject button, I don't know, maybe it could be a different input, the whole Titan himself hardens, similar to how it happened in like season 4 when he's trying to run to Zeke and you get them stuck. So the Titan that punches you when you do that eject, they'll get them stuck because they're stuck in the Titan's hardening, and then you know he can like eject, or like I don't know, come running out like the back of the head and then like just start running or something like that, and then you can transform again. That would be really sick, and I think that'd be really cool. And also work in team battles a lot. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'd want for season 4 Eren. I mean, I don't think he wouldn't have Berserk mode anymore, so he'd probably have to replace that with maybe another Warhammer move. My number 4, bro, buff my man's, buff AP and buff Kenny. I think Kenny's actually my favorite hero in the game. I don't know why. I think it's just because he's kind of satisfying to play as, because he's kind of hard to use and he has a little bit more of a skill gap to use. But bro, let me explain this real quick. I'm gonna do this in the fastest way possible. Kenny is an Ackerman, okay? And I understand he is the one, like the first hero I think you can unlock on the Eldian side, right? But bro, the fact that Kenny only has 600 health, and this is the same man that was going toe to toe with Levi, taught Levi how to fight, and he has 600 health while Levi has 2,400 health. That's not even half. That's kind of disrespectful. His first move is inconsistent. It's really inconsistent. Like there's a lot of times where I'll just like miss it. It'll just miss, and like literally, if you don't get, you can literally get one shot. Like you can get 100 to 0. I'll put the clip up. You can get 100 to 0 if you're close enough, and someone snipes you on Marley, and you can get 100 to 0, which I think is stupid. And look, I know Gabi on the Marlene side, that can kind of also happen if like 2 people stab her at the same time fast. But then again, Gabi's not an Ackerman, she's a kid also, and plus the soldier class is already really good in Marley. So if you have a buffed health and you're using Gabi plus a grappling hook and everything, you should be fine. So Gabi can maybe give her like a slight health buff, but I don't think she needs it, because again, the soldier class is already really good, especially if you know what you're doing as Marley. So if you're using Gabi, you literally won't be dying unless like you get really jumped, or shifter, or I don't know, and abnormal stomps you or something like that. So yeah, buff Kenny, make his AP range slightly further, maybe increase the damage slightly. Actually, you don't really need to do that because it's already a 2-hit thing. So maybe increase the range. I mean, you could maybe increase the damage. Fix his first move to make it more consistent. Buff his health. I'd say maybe make his health like 1,000. Mikasa's health isn't 2,400. I think it's 1,500 right now, or it might be 1,000. I don't know. But buff his health to like 1,000 or 1,200 ish. Yeah, maybe. Now, if you do that, I guess for balancing reasons, because since Marley's heroes kind of suck, you could make Gabi's health like go up by a little bit, but that's a whole nother discussion. And last but not least, my 5th one that I want in Titan Warfare. Chill out when I say this. This is very long term, so don't take this to heart. Really, the only 4 things that are listed above are kind of practical. This one's kind of just me throwing it in there because I want to throw it in there. All right. Rumbling.
What did he say? Are you serious?
Now, before y'all go like, what are you talking about? Z-shot. Oh my god, calm down. What is this man talking about? This dude's an idiot. Let me explain, bro. Okay, hypothetically, because I believe in this game and I think it's gonna go very far, and let's say like, I don't know, a year or so from now, and like we're getting all these updates, we're getting new maps, things like that. I think, and people can start to get to like a level, I don't know, 100 or something like that. Wouldn't it be dope? I thought about this. So for the rumbling, I would make it so eventually, like, this is way beyond, right? Like this probably won't happen. If it does, I do have a way that I think can be balanced and actually really cool. So as the game goes on and people get to higher levels, like level 85, maybe 100s, etc, right? I think it'd be cool that if a person had season 4 Eren, right, and someone had the Beast Titan, I don't know what you'd have to do for like maybe like another version of the Beast Titan. Probably not, because he doesn't really change. He's just another basic monkey. If they're both they have to be in the same like a 5 level range. So if they're like level 85 and another person's level 90, they can start the rumbling. Now, how I would do this is I would basically make it so you have so both Titans, you know how you can shift, I think in a total you can shift 3 times, right? You have your 1 when you start out, then you eject again, you shift, and then you eject 1 more time, and you shift, and you're done. You get 2 more shifts after the initial one. What you could do is you could have a gamble. So when you're going for your technically your 3rd shift, which would be their last one, instead of having that 3rd shift, you could decide to basically eject from your 2nd shift. I know it sounds a little complicated. You could eject from your 2nd shift, but you wouldn't be able to get that 3rd shift, right? And once you're in that, you eject from your 2nd shift, and people get a text that says, Aaron and Zeke are trying to, I don't know, get the rumbling, stop them. Now, I don't know if they give them like an indicator where they are, and probably not, because then they like get shot in 2 seconds. But once you're in that state, you can both be killed, right? You would have to agree with like the player. You'd have to agree with Zeke. Like you maybe be in range, maybe like a little button like to tell them, be like, yo, are you trying to start the rumbling? But all right, bet, let's do it. You know what I'm saying, like that. But both of you guys didn't get the chance to reshift for the 3rd time because both of you guys are already out of your times and you guys are running with each other, trying to get into contact. Now, again, like I said, you can actually be killed, so it's a gamble. Instead of getting that 3rd shift, you can get a chance to start the rumbling. So once you do start the rumbling, I'd probably make it like 4 or 5 Titans, or Colossal Titans, maybe a little bit less so people don't get like lag to oblivion. But I think 4 or 5 would be cool. I would make it like obviously pretty powerful, but I wouldn't make it OP to the point that like the round is basically over. But they just walk across the map, maybe like speed it up a little bit so it's not ridiculous. Just destroy everything in their path. I'm talking everything in their path. Maybe even some Eldians could die from it as well. Like even if they do it on your team, some of you could die. Like, so it's a sacrifice, well, because it's realistic. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna die regardless from both sides. And it can just really give you points and things like that. Now here's the thing though, if someone already shifted into a Colossal in that match, you can't do the rumbling. And I'd make it so that way you have a cooldown of like, I don't know, like XYZ hours or something like that. Or maybe you have to go hop to another server to be able to do it again. Yeah, let me simplify it one more time. You don't get your 3rd shift. Instead, you have a gamble where you can eject from your 2nd shift, run to meet the user. In that state, you guys can be killed, which is why it's a gamble, because you don't get that 3rd shift. And then you can start the rumbling. So yeah, I would make it like OP, but not to the point where like the match is basically over. That's what I have for my rumbling idea. My question for the video, guys, is what do you guys think about my rumbling suggestion? Whoever gives me like the best comment, most thought out comment, don't just like try and like fill your word count. Don't treat it like an essay. I'll post it and I'll give you guys a little shout out in the next video. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. That's all I got for this video. Peace out. Have a good day.